Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. And the day is finally here. I'm going to be harvesting a ton of peppers and maybe a couple other things from my garden. It is early October here, and I did not realize, because I am from the East Coast, that you can really harvest quite a bit throughout fall in Texas. So I got my little squirmy helper here, and we're just gonna get to work. We're gonna start harvesting, see what we can get. I'm thinking that this is gonna be probably my biggest harvest of the year, so I'm super excited. We're gonna start over here with my shishitos. I've been super excited to harvest these for a while. I don't necessarily wait for them to turn red, but some of them have started to. So let's just get to work here. One. Let's see. These don't have to be that big either for me to want to harvest them. This might be a little small still, and there are some peppers that aren't shishitos mixed up in here. This is way too big to be a shishito, but oh, look, there's one. So might be a couple more back in here. Yeah, one here. I think that's it. So let's collect them all and see what we got. Okay, not a bad start here at all. Got quite a few shishitos here. Some of them turning red. There was one that was a bit sun bleached, but I'm pretty excited about it. So next we're gonna head on over to the Cayennes. I have probably been most excited about these all summer. I've been waiting for them to ripen, and the day is finally here. They're not all ripe yet. I've still got quite a lot of green fruit just waiting, but these are also some of the larger cayennes that I've had, so maybe that's why it's taking a little bit longer. There's still quite a bit here that's ready, and I use these to make my own pepper flakes, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think there's enough here to harvest and make pepper flakes with, so we're just gonna get started and do a round in the dehydrator. I think there's some over here too. Oh yeah. Now these, I like to make sure that they're 100% ready to go, since I am using them for pepper flakes. This would be fine to eat, but I'd really like it to be fully red before I pick it, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And here's what we got, a nice handful here. I'm pretty excited. This is gonna make a decent amount of pepper flakes, and honestly, when I was apartment gardening, I probably got about this much in an entire year. So the fact that this was my first harvest from my cayenne pepper plant makes me really excited for the rest of the season and next season when I can get these plants in the ground sooner. The next harvest is going to be a quick one. I've only got a couple longhorns that are ready right now, but I do see quite a lot of flowers, so that has me pretty excited that this plant is still producing. This is probably my third harvest from it, so I am pretty happy with the results. Now I'm gonna have to get in here for a couple of these peppers. There's one. And the other one is really stuck in there. I don't even know. Oh, there it is. Maybe? Oh, I think I got it. Let's see. Oh, fell through. And this one does have a spider web on it, so I am gonna have to clean that up. But got a nice little harvest here. This one's really nice. This is what they're supposed to look like. I'm not sure why the other two curled up so much, but this is probably an ideal longhorn pepper here. Next is just a single pepper. There are some peppers on the plant that are probably a mature size but aren't quite ripe yet, and I'd really like them to be red. I mean, you can eat them green. I went over that in a previous video, but we're just gonna go and take this one. That's pretty nice. not fully red, but close enough. The seeds in there should still be good. And I definitely want to save seeds from this one because it's been a nice growing bell. Quite like it. Some pollinators hard at work here. They seem to love the milkweed, and then they hover over to the peppers a bit too, but this is definitely their favorite. They're just so cute. I love how fuzzy they are. Alright, the last pepper I got is by far the smallest one. These are called Thai Hots. They're not even really the size of my pinky. That's how small they are. And the plant doesn't look the best, but it does have quite a bit of peppers. So I'm just gonna go ahead, chop them off. I also like to only get the ones that are fully red here as well, if I can. Let's see. Here we go. Right. Get that one. There's a bunch at the bottom here. The plant also got hit with some sort of pest, I think, but it doesn't seem to have bothered the peppers any. So I think that's all of them. Now I just gotta collect them from the bottom. All right, that seems to be all of them. It feels like I have a dozen here, but they are just so tiny. They're really great for just adding a little bit of a boost of flavor to your dish, and they're pretty cute. So I'm happy with this harvest. All done with the peppers now, but it looks like I have a couple of tomatoes that are ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest them really quick. And it looks like there's one in the back. I'm gonna have to go around. Here it is. Tomatoes are looking good, but the last thing I want to harvest is this basil right here. For basil, it's really nice to have fresh basil around and to dry it where I can, but pruning the plant is really helpful for achieving this rounded, bushy look. So you can see where I last pruned it here. And what that does is that activates nodes on the side, and then it creates a whole new branch. And we're just gonna do that probably with a couple of these that are really tall and see what happens. All right, I think that's good. This is some really nice fresh basil. I love the smell that it brings to the garden. I love adding it to a bunch of my dishes, and like I said, it's gonna make this plant really nice, really full and bushy, and it's just gonna activate a lot of those nodes. This is the full harvest that we have here. We've got the basil, the bell peppers, longhorns, Thai hots, cayennes, tomatoes, and our shishito peppers. This is definitely the most I've ever been able to harvest in one day from my garden, and I know that it's only gonna get bigger and better from here. That's it for this video. Thanks for following along and picking some peppers and other produce with us. We had a blast. I think it's so rewarding to be able to grow your own food and to get big harvests all in one day. So I kind of saved everything up to see when it would be ready. And if you like this video, make sure to like down below and to subscribe to see more content like this, and we'll catch you in the next one.